are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Shriners Hospitals for Children Open is about to start. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm glad to be here covering this week's featured group, and what a pairing, as these two have been hinting at quite a budding rivalry here.
No kidding, Henny, this player, he seems to have picked out Bubba Watson as the man to beat. That's ambitious.
Luke, you know when you think that you've got a player on the ropes, maybe they're in the middle of the trees, in the middle of a bunker, and you think they've got no shot. And then they do, in fact, put it to 2 feet. And then you're really frustrated. That's Bubba, every single time. He's that player.
No, you can't out-Bubba Bubba, can you? There's nothing elementary about this, Watson, is there? Can't wait to see how this rivalry plays out, though. This one might roll into the rough. Found the deep rough. This will take a big hack to get out here.
Yeah, this is lovely.
Yeah, well played. What's in front of them, Henny?
Setting up this putt 27 feet from the cup.
Ooh, right by the hole. Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. And that's an opening hole par for this player.
Nothing wrong with an opening par, just easing their way into this round.
He's currently tied for 14th. The second at TPC Summerland is a par 4 measuring 469 yards from the back tee. It plays slightly downhill, so a strong drive here will set up even just a short iron approach. However, there's a huge waste area to the right, so accuracy off the tee is required. The smart option here is to lay back with the 3 metal and give yourself a full shot in, and also take 1 club less into this green as it will release down the slope. And this shot here coming up from around 130 yards.
Wind's blowing from left to right. Gonna try and hold it against the wind.
And choosing the 8 iron here. And here we are with the 3rd shot. And a par putt awaits him. This one's tracking. Yeah, good job. Nice par. And with that, he'll stay right there at even par.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
The 3rd hole at TPC Summerland is a very strong par 4 measuring 492 yards. There's a huge ravine that works right up through the middle of this. It requires a very strong drive up the right half to go at this green in 2. There is a big fairway to the left if you want to tuck over and get up and down for your par that way. And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
Yep, I've paced this. He's got around 195.
Going with the 5-iron here.
This one is heading to a really not so good space.
No green in reg, but a chance to save their par. Time now for the 4th shot. Oh, I thought that one was going in. Just 10 feet to the cup here. That limits the damage. And now to Bubba Watson.
He's 1 stroke in front of his rival so far today. Great stuff.
And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard. Sitting at 1 over for the day. The 4th at TPC Summerlin is a pretty straightaway par 4, measuring 450 yards from the back tees. The fairway bunkers down the left and right are to be avoided. Really, not much to this hole, just be accurate on approach. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
He's got roughly 105 yards here.
Junge, was ist das für ein Scheiß?
Getting ready to play their 3rd. 4 strokes off the lead. And here we are with their 4th. 4 shots behind our leader. Wow, that almost went in the hole. There's part of about 6 feet coming up. Okay, steady now. And this next putt here is for a double bogey. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Now let's change gears and head over to Bubba Watson.
Oh, he's out in front here in this rivalry, but can he stay that way?
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. The 5th at TPC Summerlin is a par 3 measuring 197 yards. Depending on where they put the tees on this hole ensures the type of club you need to get at it. If you're going at it, make sure you avoid that bunker that's short and right. Going with the 6-iron here. Terrific approach and a chance for a birdie here on the 5th.
Gotta like their chances from there.
This looks good. Oh, how about that one? trailing by 5 shots after that hole. The 6th at TPC Summerlin is a snaking par 4, playing 430 yards. There's a big waste area up to the left-hand side that needs to be avoided. If you can position your drive on the right half of this fairway, it gives you the best shot up the hill to a green that is not protected by any bunkers. From about 130 yards here, 5 shots off the pace. Going with the pitching wedge here. Lovely effort that. Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this.
This one looking really good.
And the rivalry seems to be inspiring this player to make some great putts. That will bring them closer together on the leaderboard. Oh, I'd like to have one more look at that.
What an amazing putt from way out.
And now to Bubba Watson.
He's currently 1 stroke better than his rival and playing partner today.
Currently at +1 for the day.
Gotta like it, moving up the leaderboard, never a bad thing.
The 7th at TPC Summerlin is a short par 4 measuring just 382 yards off the tips. Really, you just want to avoid the trees on the left-hand side because that will prevent you getting at the green, which is well guarded by bunkers and trees. Lay up, short right, a nice little wedge in here, and try and make a birdie. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Yeah, this is straight back into the breeze. Going to be a tough one.
Yep, that shot's safely on the green.
Already had a few birdies today. Another opportunity for another one. Let's take a look.
Hey, nice looking line. And that will drop in for a birdie. So after that hole, he's now up to even with the card. The 8th at TPC Summerlin is a big par 3 playing 239 from the tips. A well-struck shot will avoid the gully here, but anything to the left half can roll off the green. The bunker short rider also to be avoided, so you don't make a sloppy bogey. Looks like they've got the 5-wood.
This needs to go a little bit right once it lands.
Yeah, nicely played. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Just got to use the touch of a feather. Barely has to blow on it. This is just downhill.
Just didn't drop. And that should secure the par on this one. Now let's change gears and head over to Bubba Watson.
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. The 9th at TPC Summerlin is a par 5 measuring over 563 yards. Really, the main aim here is to just avoid that bunker off the left of the tee. Then, if safely in the fairway, you can get after this green. The strong shot will play to the left half of this green and feed down to any hole location. A birdie chance, no doubt. Rich, I know you love being here in Vegas, perhaps for different reasons than watching the golf tournament, but while we're here at the tournament, tell me a bit more about Shriners' impact on the game and this entire region.
Luke, I fail to see what you mean by that. I think Vegas is a very nice, wholesome city that I do enjoy coming to visit. But the golf course is fantastic. It's held at TPC Summerlin every single year, and it used to be the venue where they had the last round, but now every round is here, and I think the players enjoy that. I think they like being at the same golf course each and every day. They get a feel for it, and I think that's why the scores historically year in year out are so much lower than they were in the past. I think it's a really good opportunity to go out there and make a ton of birdies, but that's not the easiest thing to do, is it? Getting comfortable making 7, 8, 9 birdies around. Some players don't have that comfort zone, and so I'm always interested to see the players that get into that zone each and every day and are making that many birdies to see if they can sustain it for 4 straight days.
Oh, that's
Faut me
4 feet to the cup. That's tracking. And now to Bubba Watson.
It's been neck and neck. He's actually tied with his rival. This is tough. Can he do it?
Well, Rich, as we make the turn to the back 9, what are your thoughts so far?
Well, Luke, I've been enjoying this pair of rivals we are following today. The two of them are pretty even for the event so far. Very interested to see who will come out of this with the bragging rights.
Time for the second shot at the 10th. That's just inside the range. Trying to get to 1 under here with this putt.
They've got this to pull ahead of Bubba. This rivalry is heating up today.
Get excited. This could go in. Will put them ahead of their rival. A great performance on this hole. And stepping up the standings after that effort. Placement off the tee is required at the TPC Summerlin 11th hole. Par 4, measuring 448 yards. The big bunker down the right side is to be avoided at all costs. And there's also a little tree there which might affect any line of sight approach to this green. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
This is looking around 115 yards out.
Opting for the 9-iron.
Nicely done.
And this putt to move into the top 5. It's on a great line.
Nah,
That line was looking good, wasn't it? Putting for a par now. Now let's change gears and head over to Bubba Watson.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. Now 5 strokes behind. The 12th here at Summerlin is another short par 4. 442 yards off the tips, but plays slightly downhill and leaves just a short iron approach. The only real danger here is the big body of water that starts around 150 yards short and goes right up past the green. And now to Bubba Watson.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Let's return to live play now. Playing this one about 130 yards out. 5 shots off the lead. Going with the 8-iron here. Oh, that's a great approach shot. This putt to join those amongst the top 10 on the leaderboard.
Yeah, this is looking nice.
And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. And with it, he'll move to a couple under par. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. The 13th at TPC Summerlin is a monster par 5 measuring over 600 yards from the back tees. The big hitters with a tail breeze can cover that bunker on the left-hand side. But if you want to lay up, make sure you've given yourself the right number, because there's a lot to this green and plenty of ways to three-putt it. Be careful on approach. Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
Using the big muscles to get it home in 2 there.
And this putt to move into the top 5 on the leaderboard. Oh, so close. Oh, that would have been outstanding to make the eagle. Well, nicely done. Holds the putt for back-to-back birdies. Well, that's a lovely way to make a move into the top 5. He's in a share of 5th position.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
The 14th at TPC Summerlin is a straightaway par 3, playing 168 yards. The green slopes right to left, so make sure you've got the right length of club so you're not left with a long putt. Going with the 9-iron, I think. Yep, give yourself a pat on the back. And this putt to move into a tie for 3rd.
And with only 4 holes to go in this event, Luke, this is a good opportunity, big moment for this player.
Was it a good look?
Nee, ficken, Junge. Gibt's doch nicht, ja.
And this one is for his par. And that puddle drop. Well done. Now let's change gears and head over to Bubba Watson.
He's happy, just came off a birdie.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Trailing by 4 strokes. The 15th at TPC Summerlin is a great short par 4. In fact, a lot will try and drive it in the tournament. If you want to lay it back, you've got around about 115 yards uphill to a green where you can't see those back hole locations. However, a good aggressive play here must avoid the pot bunkers around the greens or the big waste area to the left. A chance to make a birdie here or even an eagle. Oh, that is flushed. Get on the green. I just love the aggressive play there, Rich.
Just a missile of a tee shot right onto the green.
Yeah.
Always
Der war
disappointing
drin.
on the greens. And a chance to move into a tie for 2nd here.
With 3 holes to go, it's a good position to be in.
That's pretty tidy. And with that putt, now at 4 under, heading to the final few holes.
And just a few holes remaining. Let's see what they can produce.
This putt, a chance to move inside the top 20 on the leaderboard. And how did that shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard. Our current leader is up by 3 shots.
Well, now things have gotten interesting. Closing the gap.
The 16th at TPC Summerlin is another one of those great scoring holes en route to the finish. A par 5 playing 560 yards. A well-struck drive up the right half here gives you a chance to get at this green in 2. If you are going for the green, make sure you got enough club, because that huge penalty area in front of it will ruin any score. Be careful going through the green here as well, because getting down from over the back is not that easy.
This one's going to the right.
That was a little untidy, wasn't it? Straight into the water. Well, Rich, this player's certainly making moves up the leaderboard, aren't they?
Absolutely nice push on this final round. Still needs to keep the foot on the gas, continue making birdies if they have any hope of winning.
Attaboy, good shot. A par putt on the table. Currently 4 under for the round. The 17th at TPC Summerlin is a downhill par 3 playing 196 yards. Jonathan Bird once famously holed out in the playoff here to snatch the title. The green shapes right to left towards the hazard, so make sure if you're going to go for it, be very accurate.
And how about that for confidence? Going right at the pin here in the midst of their rivalry with Bubba Watson. Love seeing that sort of play.
You're going to put your foot down. This is as good a time as any. 11 feet to the cup.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
It's got a chance. That putt seemed to lack a little bit of feel.
Can't believe he did that. That drives you bonkers as a player.
Currently has a share of second place. The 18th at TPC Summerlin is a 444-yard par 4 with a big body of water just beyond the gully, which you've got to drive. Make sure you avoid those bunkers on the right side to give you a good iron into this green. And what's in front of them there, Henny?
Setting up here from about 165 yards.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Okay, that'll work. It's been some sharp shooting. This putt's for a final score of 66.
Their short game today has been absolutely sublime fun to watch.
Oh, just missed. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. Didn't quite judge the speed on that one. And this next putt, it's for bogey. And that'll bring his tournament to a close. That's a shame. They came oh so close to what would have been an incredible comeback victory.
The stories that we could have told if they completed the victory would be endless. Unfortunately, not getting it done, but still, what a performance on this final round.
On behalf of Rich Beam, Henny Kuyak, John McCarthy, I'm Luke Elvey saying so long from 2K Sports.
2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
Today's coverage of the Champions Invitational is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyas down on the course following our featured group today.
Hi Luke, I'm very happy to be covering this week's featured group. What a pairing. These two, they've been going back and forth at each other. There is quite the budding rivalry here.
And this week, Henny, it looks like they're trying to take down Justin Rose. Not many people have been able to claim that.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be all rosy at the end of today. This is definitely a tall order. Justin has one of the most consistent games on the PGA Tour. He's like a golfing metronome of a man. The iron play, I'm going to say if he hits the fairway, when he hits the fairway, his iron play is just phenomenal. He's going to get it inside 20 feet every time, and then you know he's going to hole putt. So, yeah, good luck with that one.
Well, he's the perfect mix, isn't he? He's an English gent with a killer glint in his eye. Good luck in this rivalry. Currently 1 under for the day. And now let's catch up with John McCarthy for an on-course report. What can we expect from Echo Park Golf Club this week, John?
Well, Luke, one thing I can say about this after walking the course this morning, it's a long one. Distance off the tee, especially important here at Echo Park. The course starts off along the big lake. There are a few holes that hug the edge of this lake, not unlike a Bay Hill, but here you get hit with it right off the start. And when you get away from the water, you get hit with the sand on the 6th. There is a thin corridor of fairway that leads to the green that weaves its way through. I think there's 5-6 bunkers leading up to and surrounding the 6th green. And from there on out, the players are going to be on the watch for the sand because it's sneaky and it's hard to avoid in certain situations. It's going to be an exciting time here, I think, this week at Echo Park.
And as the scorecard suggests, heading up the leaderboard. Here we are at the 3rd.
Luke, this player coming off a birdie on the last hole, getting some momentum going their direction.
Oh, golf clap. That's a beauty. 13 feet to the cup.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Ouch, that hurts. Putting for par. Unable to take advantage of the great approach there, Rich.
Couldn't convert after 2 good shots there. Disappointment as they're so close to the lead.
Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. And that finds him in a share of second. Here we are at Echo Park Golf Club, the 4th hole, and it's a big brute of a par 4.
Off the tee, your eyes look down the left-hand side and see two massive bunkers and obviously the water. So anything right of that is just fine. If you find the fairway, second shot is downhill just a little bit to a long, narrow green that has got bunkers down the right-hand side. Distance control with that second shot is absolutely imperative if they want to have a good look at birdie.
A sensational shot and a chance for a birdie here on the fourth.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
You've finished your work on that hole. Let's take a look at the next one. And that will take him to 3 under. The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. I'm pretty sure this player will be buoyed by that birdie back at the last. Let's see if they can deliver another one. Going with the 7. Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it. Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it. This is a good chance. And now over to Justin Rose.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He's behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And let's see what that shot did to the leaderboard. And that makes him tied for first. Welcome to this hole. It's a par 4.
This hole is so important at this critical time. Go for it, lay it back. How much do you trust your swing?
Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we?
Well, every week there's a certain bunch of players that everyone keeps an eye on. This one seems to be exactly in that company. One of the strong favourites to win, don't you think, Rich?
It's never a surprise when you speak this player's name. They've been so good all year long. They've got to be one of the favorites, not only for this tournament, but also for the season-long FedEx Cup.
Trying to get to 5 under with this putt. Go on, get in the hole. Mark it down, that's birdie number 5. And that will take him to 5 under. And after that hole, he's now alone at the top of the leaderboard. As we head now to the par 5 next. Well, this should find the short grass. Rich, when we talk about the English group of golfers over the last 20 years, really Justin Rose has been the star of them, hasn't he? Major champion, world #1, Hall of Famer. He's done it all.
He certainly is that, and I have to say, he's probably one of the most resilient players you'll ever come across. As soon as he got done holing out that shot at the major championship years ago, turned professional, and went out and missed 20-some-odd cuts in a row and never gave up. Kept after it, which that would have broken. That would have broken most men, not Rose. That's why he's gone out and become a major champion. He is such a force in the game. There's no reason why he cannot play at a high level for many, many years to come. The ball striking is phenomenal. I love his stroke. I love the way that he putts it. I just think that he hits so many good putts that just don't go in. It just kind of gets under his skin. Listen, don't let it, Rosie. You putt it fantastically. Keep after it. I love this man's game. He's such a talent.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Oh, absolutely flushed. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill, and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
Not their best stroke. Seem to have pulled that one. An opportunity to make a par here. Now 2 shots up after that one. And now we find ourselves with a par 4 here. And after a par at the last, a chance to perhaps signal some intent. Playing from around 190 yards out. He's got a 2-stroke buffer. Looks to be going with the 5-iron. Good sounding strike, that one. And here we are with the 3rd shot. Ooh, that almost went down. 5 feet coming up to the cup.
This is what they have left for par here.
Well hold. Well, this is when the knees start to knock. Sweat starts to appear on the palms of your hands, Rich. Just a slender lead with 9 to play.
Luke, so far, it's been entertaining watching these two go head-to-head. Not too sure exactly how this is going to play out, but so far, so good. Love watching these two compete.
Oh, that's a high caliber shot. Sitting at 6 under, currently in the lead. That's a good-looking shot there. Getting ready to play their 3rd. Currently leading by 2. Six feet remaining to the cup.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
It's looking solid.
Just building upon his advantage. He keeps making the important plays. And that will take him to 7 under. And now over to Justin Rose.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. The 11th at Echo Park is a par 4 stretching at 430 from the back tees.
Just a slight bit uphill off the tee shot. Find a spot at that far bunker, Luke, that you want to aim at and go ahead and turn it loose. From there, second shot goes over a nice little meandering stream that wanders throughout the golf course to a green, clover-like in appearance, but I gotta say, this is really one of the coolest holes on the golf course. I love it.
And wow, what an approach. That was a golf shot. Justin Rose may be feeling a bit of pressure in this rivalry after that performance.
Chance to move to 8 under here.
Looking for another birdie here.
I think he's pulled this one. Just a short putt remaining here. Currently in first position. par threes always power up that hope of a hole-in-one. It's just a tad offline, that one. Headed towards the left.
Unable to find the green on this one.
Lots of greens in regulation today for this player, but not so on this occasion.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
He's got 10 feet here. I think he likes it.
Yeah, nothing to sweat over that one. Well hold. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Well, the 13th hole here at Echo Park Golf Club is not as kind. A big hole at 504 from the tips.
Well, thankfully, it's slightly downhill off the tee, but yes, avoid those bunkers down the right-hand side, and of course, that meandering brook that is a feature of this golf course. Big hitters can actually take it over everything down that right-hand side, but that's for the brave few. Second shot, downhill slightly to a massive green. Just some big bunkers on the left-hand side, but plenty of bailout room over to the right.
Yeah, oh no, this one's left.
Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Okay, time to return to the action. Setting up miles from the hole. Didn't quite have the right stuff there. Just 6 feet between he and the hole. It's got a chance. And in it goes for the par. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard after that effort. Time to see what this par 4 has in store. That is a pure looking draw. Time for the second shot at the 14th. That was a beauty. Trying to get to 8 under par with this putt.
Little birdie look in here.
Tracking. And that's 8 birdies today. And with that, he'll move to 8 under par. Awesome play. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. Now on the tee of a long par 4. Yeah, that one will play. Time for the second shot at the 15th. Now that looked pretty good the whole way.
Made birdie on the last, looking for a second in a row here.
That'll sting a bit.
Sometimes when you try and get it up the hill, you just forget to hit it sometimes, and it seems so in this case.
And now over to Justin Rose.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Leading by a couple after that hole.
3 holes remaining, Luke. This is getting awfully fun.
Ooh, I always love these holes. Here we have a par 3. Well, on the tee now, coming off a par. Chance to pipe one up the middle. Choosing the 9-iron here.
Needs a little ground help to the left.
Well, that's right out of the top draw. A great shot from our leader. This one's for birdie. Good looking putt.
Nah,
Just hammered that through the line. It's just about 3 feet away.
This is looking solid, what they wanted.
He's currently sitting in first place.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on? Let's find out.
And now teeing off on this par 4 hole. That's nicely done. From around 170 yards here, he's got a 2-stroke buffer. Well, they'd love a little bounce to the right here. That's well played, pin high. That's the mark of a ball striker. Trying to get to 9 under for the event with this opportunity. Ooh, right by the hole. Par putt coming up here.
Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
He's feeling good, just birdied the last hole.
Let's take a look at the current standings.
Ooh, wouldn't that have been nice? Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Well, this is when the adrenaline really starts to kick in. Leading the tournament with the final hole to play. Good luck. That should find the fairway. Oh, what a wonderful play. Leading with intent.
Put every ounce they had into that drive.
Field.
Well, that's certainly showcasing all their talents there. That's impressive.
Absolutely. Love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
All right, let's keep the focus here. This is to win the event. Okay, steady now.
Well, that's a bit disappointing.
Not the end of the world. There's another chance here to close out the victory. And that's it. He's holed it for the victory. Well played.
Second win of the season. Playing awfully well at the moment. Let's see if they can keep up this good run of form.
But Rich, I think you mentioned earlier that this player was your favourite. Well picked.
Listen, it's not a hard pick, is it? This player has consistently been there all season long. There's no reason why not to pick them to win. They just make me look smart. That's about it.
Well, that's all we've got time for today. On behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Bean, Henny Koyak and John McCarthy, plus all the hard-working folks behind the action at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Falcon Open is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and out on the course following our feature group is the delightful Henny Koyak. Hello, Henny.
Hi Luke, I'm very happy to be following this featured group because there are rumours of a rivalry brewing between these two players.
And so this week, Henny, they're vying to beat Tony Finau. This should inspire some brilliant play.
Oh, Tony Finau will not be letting up this week, Luke. But he's such a nice guy, you almost don't want to beat him. I mean, it's tough, but you must. I don't think you're going to outdrive him, that's for sure. But iron play, or maybe you can get him there. You have to putt well, though.
Tony Finau might be a big cuddly teddy bear, but when it comes to playing on a golf course, he's going to try and strangle you to death. Good luck trying to beat Tony Finau. There is literally no weakness in this man's game. Now he knows how to win. That's disappointing. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. A good stroke. Well done.
Very nice par indeed. Very solid hole play.
Let's check in with our man on the ground, John McCarthy, for our course report. John, what will Foxholm Golf Links be serving the players this week?
Well, Luke, I think Foxholm Golf Links is going to be serving up some birdies, maybe a side of eagle. The course really is right in front of these players, and what you see is what you get. Not a whole lot of tricks to it, so I think people are going to be firing at these flags all week, and I'm going to sit back and enjoy that. Hopefully the folks at home will as well.
Good shot there, Beamer. And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Let's catch up with the current proceedings. Lining up the birdie putt here. Just didn't drop. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. That was a sensational approach, Rich, but you've got to feel like an opportunity was lost. Let's see what happens here at the third hole. And after a par at the last, chance to maybe take a step in the right direction here. Going with the 5-wood.
That one's headed right and staying right.
Just a little off with the accuracy there, unable to find the green.
You know, definitely the wind had to have gotten a hold of that one.
Good chance this one, right on 6 feet.
This one to save par.
This one started out on a good line. Now, nice to make a mid-range par putt. And that par ensures he'll stay right there at even par. Let's see what happens here on the 4th. Golf became a power game, and there's few players out on tour that have more prodigious power than Tony Finau. If he really wants to go full tilt, Rich, it feels like everyone's playing for second.
He is a dynamic player that has the ability to make birdies in bunches. The ball striking, I think, is always going to be brilliant. Watching him when he was on the Korn Ferry Tour, graduated to the PGA Tour, and just keep watching the steady progression. Each and every week, he just seems to get a little bit better, and the confidence level is over the moon with this kid. And to bundle it all up, Luke, he's one of the nicest guys in the world. You want to root for a Tony Finau. He is such a likable, lovable guy, I believe, that you can't help but root for him. And the wins that he didn't get are just heartbreaking, and we felt the pain alongside with him. I love watching this guy play. I root for him every single week.
That's the right pace. This should drop.
Yeah.
That's a long-range bomb, and with it, puts extra strain on the person chasing behind them.
Why not take another look at that effort?
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
And now over to Tony Finau.
It's been neck and neck. He's actually tied with his rival. This is tough. Can he do it?
Currently 1 under for the round. Here we are at the 5th hole of Foxholm Golf Links. 424 par 4 from the tips.
And only the really long players in the game are going to be able to fly those bunkers down the right-hand side. The shorter players are going to have to hit it out to the left-hand side with maybe not quite a driver, but from there, it's really just a flick of a second shot, as this hole is just 424 yards. I'm thinking that every player is looking at this as a birdie opportunity.
And this shot here coming up from around 130 yards. Just 2 shots behind. Outstanding shot. High quality.
Looking for back-to-back birdies here, Luke.
Henny, how bad is this lie?
This is perfect. They can make great contact. You couldn't ask for a better sand lie here.
There's part of about 6 feet coming up.
This for a birdie run.
Looks good off the blade. And down it goes.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Just 1 off the lead after that hole. This hole here is a par 4. This lie won't be too bad in the first cut. Opting for the 5-iron. Always frustrated by missing a green.
Not easy to find the green coming out of the rough.
How close was that to going down? And this putt coming up for his par. I don't mind the look of this. That's a good putt to make, that one. Currently 2 under for the event. Let's see what happens here on the 7th. That looks to be a fairway finder to me. This shot coming from around the 150-yard marker. He's 2 shots back. Opting for the 9-iron. A wonderful shot here at the 7th and sets up another birdie chance. Hey, that's a chance. Ooh, nice putt to make for a birdie. And with that, he'll move to 3 under par. Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
Yeah, he needs to press on that gas pedal. He's 2 strokes back from his rival.
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Trailing by a stroke after that hole. Let's see what happens here at the 8th. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron.
Usually Tony Finau is the tall order, but after that shot, I think beating it and getting inside it is the new tall order. What an approach.
And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
And after that effort, let's take a look at how it stands. Well, fatherhood seems to be working for Harold Varner. He's back on top of this leaderboard. As we stride to the final hole of the outward half of Foxholm Golf Links, the players will be licking their lips with this par 5, measuring just over 500 yards.
Well, this is a gift to end on. However, you've got to find the fairway really to give yourself the best opportunity. Players are not going to be able to fly those bunkers down the right-hand side, and if you hit it right of those, trees come into play. Bail out to the left, give yourself a long iron second shot into this massive green. Lots of runoff areas all around this green, but what a great opportunity to end this front nine with possibly an eagle 3.
How close is that to going in the hole? Great shot. Oh, they were so close to that rarest of birdies, an albatross. This putt for the lead. Well, Rich, this is the pivotal final 9 coming up, and the players perfectly positioned. They've given themselves a chance.
Yeah, I like it. Sneaky good. There's no doubt about it. Let's see if they can keep the momentum up on the final 9.
How much did the win last week give them the confidence to perhaps pull it off again here and go back-to-back?
A massive win last week, looking to double up again this week. I gotta say, they're building off all the good things they did last week. A win could definitely happen.
That should find the sand. Players setting up, trying to get up and down from the bunker. And now over to Tony Finau.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Has to be a big birdie here. Good putt to make. And back to the play, shall we? And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Just got to trickle this one in the front door. It's downhill.
That's frustrating. This putt of about 7 feet to the hole. Nice stroke. Top effort, that. A bogey putt awaits. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. We have a par 4 on this one.
That dog will hunt.
Sitting at 5 under for the day, in a share of the lead. And choosing the 8-iron here. Nicely done. Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. Oh, so close. Good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole.
That starts off on a good line.
Oh, wonderful effort. Confirms the par. And with that hole, they're in second place on the leaderboard, behind Harold Varner III. The 12th hole at Foxhole Golf Links is a strong par 3 measuring 216 off the back tees.
Luke, this is by far the scariest shot on this golf course. The runoff area to the left is severe. That golf ball will definitely run back into the hazard unless they catch a fantastic break. Players are definitely be bailing out to the right, but make sure you come up short and right because you want no part of that greenside bunker.
Sitting at 2 over par. Okay, let's get back to the action. Second shot here on the 12th. This putt for par here. Yeah, good putt. Well hold. Harold Varner III currently on top spot as we pause for a look at the leaderboard. Time to face a par 4 now. Henny, what does that lie look like?
Oh, no. This is nasty. Just no.
They're a long way from the hole here. Work to be done.
This is their look at birdie.
A par putt awaits. That will work. Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. And Harold Varner III currently leads this one. This hole is a par 5. This one looks to be heading for the sanctuary of the fairway. Playing this shot from about 230 yards out. 3 shots off the lead. Yeah, disappointing not to find the surface, Rich, but I like that play.
Airmailed the green with that approach.
And from the greenside rough here. Oh, I thought that one was going in. I like that. Always good when you've got hands like that around the green.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
After a quick glance at the leaderboard, they're in second place, trailing Harold Varner III.
I'll tell you what, inching closer to that top spot on the leaderboard, things are definitely heating up.
Going with the 8-iron here. Left yourself an opportunity. Let's have a look at Tony Finau.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Setting up this putt 19 feet from the cup. All right, guys. This for 2 birdies in a row.
Was on a good line. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. Just 3 feet to the cup. And with that putt, now it's 6 under with a few to play.
And they're going to have to really focus in here to try and chase down that leader.
Oh, it's great to see the energetic, effervescent Harold Varner III leading this tournament. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Setting up here from about 160 yards.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. But not a bad approach. He'll be putting. A share of top spot on the leaderboard awaits if they can make this putt.
Yes, Luke, and only 2 holes to go in this event.
You always like that on long putts when you just have to go ahead and tap it in stress-free. Just one off the lead after that hole. Time to face a par 4.
Definitely needs to make a move on the field, and this is a golden opportunity on the short par 4. What will they do?
Time for the second shot at the 17th. Didn't that look good for a long time? They need to get up and down from here. Just 1 stroke off the lead.
A little excitement going on right now.
Oh, I like the look of that shot there, Beamer.
Such soft hands.
Big putt for par coming up. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. And now over to Tony Finau.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Let's head to this lengthy par 4. Come on, that finish line's in sight. Let's power towards it. Not quite the shot he was wanting. Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
Setting up here from about 190 yards. Got great connection here. Yeah, this is looking good. Yep, they Houdini'd that. That's brilliant.
And this putt is for a final score of 65. Big chance here. And that'll be all she wrote today. Well played. Well, I think that warrants another look. Let's see that again.
Now this is how you putt. Take another look at this.
Well, Rich, after coming so close to going back-to-back, you just wonder the way they finished. Maybe the occasion just got a little bit too much for them.
I'm very impressed with how this player battled, trying to get that back-to-back win, coming up a little bit shy. Nothing to hang your head about.
Well, that was a thrilling day. And on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for your company. We look forward to the next time you join us.